Yep, what is going on, everybody? I just figured I'd go ahead and make this live video because of a recent status that I just posted up about child support is an emotional decision versus a financial decision. All right, so of course, which is definitely expected that a lot of people will not agree with it, mainly women. And of course, some people have their own reasons why they may have put their child's father on child support or have not, or whoever made the decision for their child to be on child support. First and foremost, I'm just going to put my own personal disclaimer out here is that I have been on all sides of the whole child support matter. Paying support, receiving support, no support coming in at all. I have been on all sides of it. So, I'm speaking from all sides, not just one-sided as a man that pays child support or that has paid child support. I know all sides of it. The reason why I say that it is a emotional decision because everything starts mentally, all right? And the mentally triggers down to the emotions, okay? Everything that you do or think or feel, react on, whatever you want to call it, starts emotionally, okay? And it triggers, everything starts mentally and it triggers down to the emotions, okay? Now, that is understood 100% that a lot of people give their child's father chance after chance after chance while they are seeking or requesting help, and the child's father still does not decide to help out. That is 100% understandable. Still, do you really need that man's help, or do you just want it? Okay? Now, everybody has options. And remember, I'm speaking from all different sides. Everybody has options on doing what they need to do, or whatever you want to call it, about taking care of their child. Some people work 2-3 jobs to make sure that their child has everything that they need so that themselves, the parents, have everything that they need to do whatever they want to do in the lifetime while raising that child. That is an option. That is a decision that person makes on raising that child. Okay, yes. That person may want to go out here and put their child's father on child support versus them deciding to get another job. That is a decision that person made. Okay, that does not make them better than nobody else or anything like that. It does not mean that at all. It is just a decision. That's all it is. So, if you still decided to give that man time after time, years don't went along, and he still has not did anything at all, okay, my question is if you've been surviving miraculously these past 2, 3, 4, 5 years while this child has been growing up, and probably one of the most expensive times of that child's life, paying daycare and Pampers and all that other little stuff, you survived. So would it really be that hard for you to survive another 2-3 years? I'm not saying you're wrong, okay? I'm just making a point. So if you survived with whatever kind of help you were getting, whatever the case may be, you survived it, would you survive it again? I'm not being biased to no woman putting any man on child support. I'm not trying to stick up from any man. I have experienced and lived on both sides for years. All 3 sides, I'm going to say, for years. So all of that is out the window. Even if y'all say that the state put him on child support because I decided to go get assistance, yes, that is a true statement. The state will put that person on child support. I have 2 children. The state will put that person on child support because the way that the state is looking at it is that they need to be getting their money back that they're dishing out. So if you put on that application that you have a child's father, the child has a father, then yes, they're going to start looking for that person because they want to get their money back. All right? So, but that's still not no excuse. I think it's a power struggle. Okay, Deneen. That's still not no excuse because you can still go down there to the Wayne Wright building and write that simple letter saying, hey, I want to take this person off of child support. Okay, so the state putting the people on child support is not no excuse. I don't care if the judge. Guess what? Y'all still have the power to take that person off of child support. All y'all got to do is just go downtown to the Wayne Wright building. I'm speaking for people in St. Louis. Go downtown to the Wayne Wright building, and then y'all can just simply write on that piece of paper, I'm requesting to stop child support. I am, just like y'all can erase the arrears, y'all can do the same thing for child support. Child support is not a mandatory thing. That is a decision. Okay? I think with some men, you just don't want to be told what to do or how. Miss Anderson, I know how expensive it is to raise a child. As I said earlier, I've been on all 3 sides of opinion, receiving and not receiving none while a child being in my full custody. Yes, I know how expensive it is. If anybody know me, they know me. So I have seen all sides. Everything is a decision. Now, when it comes to you making that financial decision, it's still a financial decision because maybe you just really hit rock bottom. You really, really hit rock bottom. Hold on. Nope. He don't give time, and it took me 2 years to put him on it. Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm finna explain that. Okay, yes, it takes 2 to raise a kid. But let me ask y'all this. How many people or parents or even your own parents have maybe worked 2-3 jobs taking care of y'all and making sure y'all still travel, play basketball, volleyball, sports, whatever the case may be? And y'all probably didn't even know nothing about child support at that point in time. Y'all did not know nothing about it. And your parents probably told you later on, no, I didn't have your child on your child's father on child support, and y'all barely seen him. All the other little stuff. Yes, okay, so as I was saying, if you just hit rock bottom and it's just overbearing for you, you probably exhausted all of your options. You tried to do everything you can to prevent from putting this man on child support. Now, all of a sudden, you just hit rock bottom. You just feel like you cannot do it no more, whatever the case may be. Okay, I would understand that you made this financial decision to go and put him on child support. But if the child is not even a month old and you're already going there to fill out them papers for child support, that's an emotional decision. All right? So, financial decision is if you just hit rock bottom and you just feel for whatever reason you can't do it no more. It is very overbearing on you. It's stressful. You don't be having nobody. You can't pay nobody to watch your kid or anything like that. Okay, I can understand that you're making that financial decision. But if straight out the gate, you just going down there putting somebody on child support, boom. All right, then. Like, that's an emotional decision. Okay, yes, it takes 2 to raise a child. But, see, one thing that some people may fail to realize, and majority of the time it is women, sometimes some men probably do it too, is that people, they're going to want to make that other person feel whatever pain or whatever that they have received from that person. So, typically, the way to do it is to get at a person's pocket. Just get married, problem solved. Ah, hell nah, Denise. That's shit. You get married and get a divorce, then now you got to pay alimony. These men have responsibility by responsible As well as I know mothers are risking. I'm just reading her response. Come on. She's responsible as I know mothers are risking that. Hey, Miss Nikita, I appreciate your honesty. I really appreciate it. And sometimes people just have kids by the wrong person. You know, maybe they were young, thought they were in love, all that other stuff. You know, it happens out here. So yeah, some people do make that mistake of having a child with the wrong person. But still, you are faced with a decision. Now, there is no book, no script or manual out here on how to raise a child or the do's and don'ts. There's nothing like that at all out here for that. So all I'm pretty much is saying is that when we're making these decisions about putting a person on child support, it's typically an emotional decision versus a financial decision. And some of y'all know that. And I appreciate y'all from being honest. Where are the men that makes the emotional decision to be there for their children and everyone? Okay, all right. I like that, Miss Anderson. I like that question. All right. So basically, she is just asking, where are the men that makes the emotional decision to be there for their child versus a woman? Every woman now. Okay, and every woman now running to the child support office. All right. So the emotional decision that a man makes on whether to decide to be in their child's life, yes, it is an emotional thing. The only thing, I have not been in that particular situation per se, but the only thing that I can think of, that if a man is making a decision not to be in their child's life, one, it is possibly because he just personally do not want to deal with the child's mother anymore because of the risk that it would take for him trying to be in the child's life. It will possibly put him at risk of losing his freedom. Okay, not necessarily about child support, losing his freedom, because maybe that particular mother is just, you know, maybe verbally abusive or physically abusive, just putting him in situations where family is getting involved and now he got to fight to defend himself or anything like that. So that could be one of the reasons why. Also, some men get scared. Some women get scared. Some people get scared on being put in that situation where they have to raise a kid. Maybe they was not ready. Yes, everybody can say all day long, well, you should have never had sex, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. All right, that's kind of irrelevant. But that person probably was scared. That person probably suggested, hey, maybe we should not have this child together. Maybe I'm not ready for a child. But the mother decided to go ahead and have that child. So now there's a child here, and that man, he just probably did not feel like he was ready to step up to the plate to, you know, accept that responsibility of that child. So yes, that was an emotional decision, because maybe he didn't have nobody to push him to, like, just go there. I'll help you take care of it, help you do whatever the case may be. I will help you at all costs, and just try to be there for the child. So those are just probably some of the different situations, scenario on why that man probably was not emotionally ready to take care of that child. I do agree with you that a woman has to give a man an opportunity to take care of his child before running. All right, thank you, Miss Anderson. I appreciate that response. Big fact, sometimes they don't want to deal. Yeah, that is true. So I appreciate everybody's response and everybody looking. As I said, I'm just a person speaking on being on all sides of receiving, not receiving, taking care of a child, and paying child support. So I'm just speaking from experience and everything. In every situation, everything is different. Not saying that everybody has to run on child support, run directly to child support. But typically, child support is a emotional decision based on a financial decision. But at the end of the day, the main key word here is decision, because everybody makes a decision on what they have to do and what they want to do. Some women are just so strong and gun-ho that they do not want to run to the government for no type of assistance whatsoever. So if they got to go out here and work 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs, they're going to do what they got to do, because they do not want the government to be in their business like that or any kind of thing like that. And yes, if you go down there and request for state assistance, they will attempt to put your child's father on child support, but you still have the decision to erase all of that. Okay? Child support is not a mandatory thing. It is a decision. Okay? It's not mandatory. I don't care what the judge say. It is not mandatory, because whoever the primary I was gonna say primary provider, whoever has sole legal custody of the child makes that decision on whether they want to receive child support or not. All right, so thank y'all for listening. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to me. Thank y'all for all y'all responses. It's your boy DJ Impact. Hold on, and that's okay. A response just came in from Melissa. And that's okay that a single mother has to work 3 jobs because of the father. That's okay. All right, let me reread this. Hold on. And that's okay that a single mother has to work 3 jobs because of the father. Number one, if a person wants to work however many jobs that they want to work, that is up to that person. That person may have stronger moral values. Okay, yeah, it will kill anybody to work 2, 3 jobs. Yes, it will, but if that person just does not want to deal with any of that, that's their decision. It happens all the time. It happens. Every single situation that y'all can think of that y'all probably don't agree with or whatever, it is happening out here. So yeah, I know a few females right now that's working 2, 3 jobs just to provide for their child, because they do not want to go put their child's father on child support. That is their decision. I'm not knocking it. I've been there. So if you just feel better personally just going out there to put your child's father on child support, hey, that is fine. That is a decision that you are deciding to make. But just be aware of some of the stuff that's going to come with it. And actually, I wish I would have thought of this a lot earlier. Actually, the relationships, from my experience of seeing and being there, the relationships typically work out better between the mother and the father when the father is not on child support. So regardless if the father is providing, whether he's just buying the son clothes for the summer and winter or whatever the case may be, or just paying for the daycare or the sports activity or whatever, that's the decision that the mother and the father are making, and that's what they're cool with. That's what they agreed upon. So even if the mother still got to work 2 jobs or work overtime or whatever the case may be, just to make sure that she has money to still be living comfortable to provide for herself and a child to do other extracurricular activities, that's a decision that she is making. All right, so, and sometimes depending on what you care more about, if you care more about your father just at least trying to be there, or you care more about child just having a good cordial relationship, then yeah, you may not run down there and put the child on child support. It all depends on you. But it's still a decision that you're deciding to make. So I just seen and heard it all when it comes to this. And all I'm saying is that everything is just a decision that everybody is making. But let me get up out of here. I appreciate everybody for watching and tuning in. I'll see y'all later.